What's going on, guys? Indy here with Ultimate Tool Reviews. Wanted to do a quick video here where, we're getting out of, the Black Friday stuff, all the Cyber Monday stuff. Now, a lot of the deals are still going to stick around, of course, until we hit Christmas. We had some of the, flash deals, flash sales are popping up here and there. But for the most part, a lot of the deals that we see will basically stay there until they run out of stock. So what I wanted to do, and I recently made a video on Ryobi versus Craftsman. I kind of wanted to cover that, entry level tools, see which one got you the better deal if you wanted to pick up, a full set of tools there. Now I wanted to talk about kind of the mid and upper range tools here and kind of give them a ranking to see what's going to be your best buys of this year. Now I don't want to get into, exactly comparing the tools apples to apples exactly, but kind of want to just talk about, just like I did with Ryobi and Craftsman, if you just need to pick up the tools, like you need an impact driver, you need a drill, and you have a certain amount of money to spend, which of the, mid to top tier brands is going to be the best value this year? So let's start off at Home Depot with Milwaukee. Now, pretty much Milwaukee, Makita, and DeWalt, they're going to have a few very similar options for picking up tools. Now, where you're really going to find the differences are going to be in the battery size you're going to get, whether the tools are their top end, like say Milwaukee Fuel or not. And finally, in my opinion, probably the most important thing is going to be that free tools that you get with the purchase. So pretty much everyone's offering a jigsaw, some type of reciprocating saw, a router, a grinder, and a blower this year. A lot of their stuff here is going to be pretty unique. Now, in my opinion, I think Milwaukee and DeWalt here are pretty well tied for some of the most unique tools. If you need a cordless inflator and you want one of the best inflators on the market right now, they have the M18 is from Milwaukee right now with that free tool. You do have a dual rapid charger from Milwaukee as well too, which is an awesome buy. We also have the new M18 sheet sander on here. And we've got a few other tools, like the Surge, which is totally unique to Milwaukee. I know Makita has one, but it's near impossible to get for a deal anywhere. I also do have a Rover light as well. And that's going to be about it for Milwaukee. You can buy this $5.99 kit in store. It's going to come with, the usual, the all-new M18 hammer drill, the impact. It's going to come with a light, kind of a lame choice there, Milwaukee. That's kind of just, saying they have, a 4-tool combo kit and they're throwing in, a $20 tool there. You do get that awesome M18 fuel oscillating tool. That's probably the best one out right now. And then I kind of like what they're going with the 6 amp hour battery, and I think that is a 3 amp hour battery. So you get, a heavier battery for some of the more heavy applications, like say a hammer drill, and then you get a nice lighter battery for something like that oscillating tool. Let's move on to DeWalt now. So just like, Milwaukee, Makita, DeWalt is going to have some options here. I definitely like DeWalt's $400 option a lot better than the Milwaukee one. Yeah, you do get smaller batteries, but you're not getting a light. That's going to be, kind of just a silly throw-in tool there. You're going to get a one-hit reciprocating saw. You're going to get their top-end oscillating tool. You're also going to get a impact and drill, just like the Milwaukee. Now, I don't want to argue about, the top tiers of tools here, how those tools are going to compare. Although, in my opinion, for this kit here, I would probably want the Milwaukee Drill Impact instead, and definitely the oscillating tool from Milwaukee instead. But anyways, if we go over here for this $400 kit and we see what the free tools are from DeWalt. Now the one big tool from DeWalt this year that's going to be totally unique, if you want this tool, this is the time to grab it, is going to be that 20 volt 3-inch cutoff tool. That's a really cool tool that DeWalt threw in there this year. Awesome to see that. This reciprocating saw is easily one of the best that Zach and I have tested this year. Fantastic tool there. And DeWalt has got a overall great set of tools here. Do not go for this grinder. Definitely go for the larger grinder. That is a pretty much homeowner grade grinder. And then DeWalt also has a speaker this year, which is nice to see. And then just a handful of other stuff like the blower, which is always an expensive option. They do have that awesome impact wrench with DeWalt, pretty much the only brand this year having an impact wrench. And they do have an SDS and a bandsaw this year. So it's really kind of up in the air with what tools you're going to want and need from different brands right now. Milwaukee and DeWalt have definitely stepped it up quite a bit. Well, in my opinion, Makita kind of went down a little bit this year, and didn't really offer as much. Now we do have the 599 kit from DeWalt. That's going to include the oscillating tool, the reciprocating saw, two larger batteries, and then the top end, it's the DC 850 impact driver, and then of course a nicer hammer drill. This is probably the one to go for, in my opinion, if you really want to pick up some really awesome deals on DeWalt here. You got, of course, got your choice from some great deals. If you want to pick up, like, say, the blower and that cutoff tool with that, that's a fantastic deal here for $600. They are very neck and neck this year when it comes to the tool that you're getting between Milwaukee and DeWalt. I will say DeWalt probably has the best variety of tools, but Milwaukee really stepped up and is offering a lot of the M18 fuel tools this year. So it's really close to tell there exactly where to go between those two brands. But in my opinion, I would kind of give Milwaukee the edge a little bit there with having that slightly longer warranty, offering, some of the best in class tools as well too. But let's move on to Makita. Now, I only want to include deals that are current that you can buy right now, but I will just mention that, I picked up this kit, I think it was like November 1st or 2nd, I think it was the 1st, and this actually was on sale for $350, and it did still include the 2 free tools, which was absolutely awesome. I picked up the X-Lot grinder, and I also grabbed the ratchet. Now, Makita is the only brand doing the ratchet this year, which is somehow kind of smart, because I wonder if these brands they know what everyone is doing for the free tool, so they kind of can have 1 or 2 tools that are going to be totally unique. But of course, you have the oscillating tools, you got a reciprocating saw, you got the jigsaw, circ saw. Funny as the router this year is basically the same from everybody. So that's kind of interesting to see this year. Definitely not a fan of this inflator. They have a better model out now, the 181. This is the 180. So I would say definitely kind of avoid that one. I would go for the nicer one. It's only about $40 more. Of course, you do have the blower, like everyone's doing this year, from every brand. Now, Makita is not offering a higher end set than this. They're not offering a $599 set that includes more tools, more batteries, and then of course the 2 free tools. So if you're looking to grab, 2 free tools for your lowest price possible, Makita is going to be the way to go. However, though, Makita's lineup of tools here is, quite a bit smaller. You've got 10 options here. DeWalt has 16. And Milwaukee has 13. So Makita has easily the least amount of choice, where I think DeWalt has, of course, the most variety, having 16 free tools to choose from, and then Milwaukee has those 13 tools. So if we move back to Makita here, of course, all 3 brands have that buy 2 batteries for $200, get a free tool. So that's, of course, pretty apples to apples from each brand. So if we move on to, I just want to mention this, if you just want a drill and impact, and you want to actually get a nice quality drill and impact, you don't just want one of the regular, kind of, I would say, like, Black Friday specials where they kind of cheap out on those. This one is the one to get, in my opinion. And if someone can find a better deal than this, please let me know in the comments. I'd like to see a better deal than this. I think it's gonna be really, really hard to beat. So this is the Metabo HPT. This is the IP56 rated triple hammer impact, 18 volt, along with a hammer drill. You get 2 3 amp hour batteries, charger, and you get the hard case. So this is normally $250. I picked it up myself when it went down $100 to $150. And right now, this holiday season, it's down to $129, which is just crazy. You get a lifetime warranty there. These do perform about mid-pack, they're not the best, not the worst, but right in the middle there, but they definitely have a nice quality build to them. So that is a phenomenal deal there from Metabo HPT. Now, if I had to say, we have those 3 brands. We got Milwaukee, DeWalt, and Makita. I'm a Makita guy, but I think the better buys this year are definitely from DeWalt and Milwaukee. I think the value here is really going to be on DeWalt's side. You get the value, you got the variety. However, though, I think Milwaukee definitely has, they got the newer tools out. You get the nicer oscillating tool there. And then, of course, you got an awesome pick here from a lot of even some unique tools here. You actually have a light. That's actually a pretty solid Gen 2 rover light. You do have the surge. And most of these tools are going to be fuel, where a lot of the DeWalt stuff is not going to be the top end. And you also have a choice of that inflator, which I use my inflator actually quite often. It's a great buy. So I've kind of got to give it to, for overall, if I had to pick, a quality set, I would go with the Milwaukee. If I'm looking for overall value and just, massive choice of tools, I think DeWalt's got it. I think Makita was a little bit of a letdown this year when it came to some of the tools, but unless you grabbed it, really, really early in November, this was down to 350. I think that was an awesome value buy right there. But the lack of tool options here for that free gift tool is kind of disappointing from Makita this year. Now, if I had to say who would be, the best deal to buy, if we're talking mid-range, upper mid-range, not Ryobi, not Craftsman, I think it easily comes down to Ridgid this year. And I was going to do a video on Ridgid versus some Cobalt stuff, but I couldn't find really anywhere where Cobalt was beating Ridgid. Pretty much for the most part, Ridgid is dominating this year when it comes to the mid-range. Ridgid's biggest competitor is going to be, of course, Metabo HPT and probably Cobalt, in my opinion. And nothing comes close to some of these Ridgid deals here. So we've got, $139, still $10 more than the Metabo HPT deal for a impact and a drill here. Now, this is probably the best deal here. If you want to drop $600, this is going to be probably one of the hardest deals to beat. I couldn't find any way to beat this deal. I was trying to find something from Cobalt, trying to find something from Metabo. Just the selection here. If you're kind of a DIYer around the house, this one is going to be super hard to beat. Now you're getting 3 batteries. You're going to get a hammer drill. You're getting an impact. You're also getting a 1/2-inch impact wrench, so you want to do some work in your car, take lugs off, do some suspension work. Awesome deal right there. You're getting a 7 1/4 circ saw. You're getting a brad nailer in this. You're getting a reciprocating saw, a oscillating tool, a grinder, also a work light, 2 bags, and 3 batteries, and you're still saving $10 over DeWalt and Milwaukee. Plus, you're getting that LSA, that lifetime service agreement from Ridgid. It's just unbeatable. I can't make a video where I'm comparing this brand to another brand because these deals are just crazy. I mean, it really only compares in price to say like Ryobi and Craftsman, but you're definitely getting a more quality tool when it comes to these Ridgid tools. And just scrolling through some of these tools, these are some awesome deals. Even got that $400 deal that, Makita and Milwaukee are having where you get, and DeWalt, where you basically buy the drill impact and then you basically get 2 batteries and pick a free tool. Ridgid's doing where you're getting 2 free tools, but you're getting 4 tools. So, I mean, you're getting way more value here in this Ridgid deal. And there are so many deals from Ridgid right now happening. It's just so hard to beat right now, Ridgid. So, in my opinion, when it comes to, what brand is doing the best right now when it comes to the deals, I'm going to have to give it to Ridgid. Now, I'm not really a Ridgid fan myself. I don't really own any Ridgid tools, but it's a Ridgid by far here. These tools are quality tools. They come with an excellent warranty, and this is just unbeatable with some of these deals right now. Especially this deal for under $600 here. 3 batteries, brad nailer, pretty much everything you need to work on a home, to do a remodel. It's right there, ready to go for you. We even, I forgot about this kit too. $99, drill impact, 2 batteries. Still get the lifetime service agreement. Just phenomenal deals from Ridgid this year. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this kind of helps answer some questions if you're looking for maybe getting into a new brand or just, starting to buy tools for your first time this year. So, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and take care, guys. Have a great day and stay safe out there.